Hi, everybody. Mayor Garant, back to you from my living room here in the village of Port Jefferson with our program Zooming with the Mayor to show you who's open today in the village of Port Jefferson. And today we have a really unique business. She's been with us for 8 years in a location directly across from the harbor in the Lighthouse building. We have Vivian from Port Jeff Pilates. And Vivian is going to talk to us about her business and how she's staying relevant today. Hey, Vivian, how are you?
Hi, I'm great. So thank you so much for having me on today. I really, really appreciate it.
Oh, it's great to see you, and it's great to meet you. This is the first time you and I actually have a conversation. So one of the good things about this pandemic, we're meeting people and we're doing things different ways, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's like this crazy boom of creativity among this also sad thing happening at the same time.
Exactly. Yeah. So Pilates is, why don't you tell us about Pilates and how did Pilates come about? It's an interesting story.
Okay, so Pilates is a very interesting exercise method. It's a mind and body exercise method. It's not just doing exercises the way, if you do it the way that it was created. And it was created by a man whose name was Joseph Pilates, who emigrated to the US in 1926. And a very interesting thing about Pilates that's relevant for today is that in 1918, during that very, very bad flu epidemic, Joseph Pilates helped a lot of people. And he claimed that none of the people that he worked with died or got seriously ill. We don't know, but he has a lot of exercises that came out of that epidemic for lung circulation, promoting your immune system. And so in a sense, I feel like this is the time for Pilates to do its job at this time.
Excellent.
Yeah,
amazing.
It's kind of exciting.
And, you know, usually people schedule time to meet with you, to come to your studio, but you're actually now finding ways for people to do it with you at home, correct?
Yeah, like when the quarantine came, I mean, we sort of slowly started having people stay home anyway, because I have a lot of older clients, but it was like this moment of devastation, like there goes the whole business, you know? But then I have a colleague, Chris Picarello, who works with me, and she and I are almost like partners together. And we said, look, we're going to get online and get our clients going, because this is the time that they need us most. So we transitioned them on to online, and it was a little bit of a rocky road at first because we had to all learn the software and whatnot. But I meet with my regular clients at their regular times, just like at the studio. And I also have my usual group classes. And what I've done for this pandemic is I'm trying to offer free classes for people, especially for people that don't have the money to pay for classes and people who are struggling with their health at this time.
So that's, but you know, how do you deal with the equipment? Because does Pilates involve equipment?
Yes, it does. It does. But Pilates has two things. It has an equipment section. It has a mat section. But what I did for my clients, and I also have people that have never done Pilates before, we use a towel. And I made a little kit for my clients. They have some TheraBands and balls and things. But people come in to the new classes and we're like, okay, grab a towel, grab 2 big books and get an old broomstick or a rolling pin, and we're going to roll out your feet. And it works great. And it's really fun and very creative.
I love that. So you're using things around the house. So your clients are exercising with things. That's fantastic.
Actually, Joseph Pilates has a whole set of exercises to do at home, even in the bathroom. We won't go over this today. No,
then there's no excuses anymore, right?
There's no excuse. There's no excuse.
So I understand you also partner with our Port Jefferson Free Library. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I'm having such a great time with Sal, who is the liaison from the library with me. We got together and we were the first online class that they had at the library, I believe. And it's a free class. And it started out for library members, but the library has opened it up to anyone. You don't even have to have a library card. And what you would do is go on to the Port Jefferson Library, and then they have a calendar of events. And our class is on Fridays, and it's Friday morning at 9:30, and it's called Pilates in Pajamas, because you can do it on your bed. You can do it on the sofa, anywhere you are in your pajamas. It's very, very low key. And you can sign up through the library. And if you have any trouble, you just contact the library and they'll help you to get on there.
And so thank you to you and the Port Jefferson Free Library for making that accessible to everyone. And two more things, because you're really exciting to talk to. I love this conversation. You're doing a special happy hour.
Oh my gosh, yes. Okay. So the other thing that happened in this era is that now, like, I travel the world, honestly, every year to study Pilates. And I've been going to Brazil because, believe it or not, even Joseph Pilates was in New York. That's where he was working. There's like a diaspora of Pilates all over the world. And in Brazil is one of the best Pilates trainers who came from Joseph Pilates and Romana Krzyzanowska line. And her name is Anelia Garcia. And I've been working with her. And I'm the only studio in the Northeast, and actually there's only one other one in the US that I know of that's trained by both Anelia Garcia and Romana Krzyzanowska, the two main people that Joseph Pilates carry his work down. Anyway, so I'm very attached to some master teachers in Brazil. And I'm having a happy hour on Friday, and I'm opening it up to anyone who wants to come. They don't have to pay. It's supposed to be a paid class, but anyone who sees this, you can just contact me at portjeffpilates@gmail.com, or you can go to my website, Port Jefferson Pilates, and you can email me through there. And it's going to be a beautiful class for a basic client, but at the end, we're going to have a toast to feel uplifted to life and to living. And it's the first day of May, and it's still the quarantine, and we're going to bring in the new month with a sense of hope and lightness. That's my hope.
I love that.
Thank you. You should come too.
And you're going to have somebody, it's a Zoom session, so you're going to have somebody from Brazil on the Zoom?
Yes, he speaks English fluently, and he's going to be teaching the class on Zoom.
That's
and
amazing.
Everyone will be able to come, and he'll be able to see everybody, and he'll be able to look at your bodies and help everybody as they can. Yeah,
that's fantastic.
About it.
You're doing such wonderful things. I really congratulate you.
Thank you.
Lastly, I understand you are part of our retail association, and they're doing a promotion. Tell us a little bit about what their retail association is doing to support one another during this time.
Yes, thank you for asking about that. So we have a group that goes on all year. It's called the Retailers Association. Is that your dog? I hear something.
It's my, William.
That's all right. I know. I have cats walking in front of when I'm teaching people. It's like the cats and the dog. Anyway, we have always been supporting each other in the Retailers Association. Really, I'd like to shout out to Steve at The Amazing Olive because his energy is behind this 110%. But what we're doing now is, we did a small business Saturday that happened last Saturday, but starting this Saturday for a week, we have an Instagram drive where any of the businesses in Port Jeff that are in the Retailers Association, which is most of the retail establishments, you just go on the Instagram and you'll find them, and you click and like their post, and then you share it, and then you get entered into a raffle. And you win. There's a lot of gift certificates and prizes that people can win. So I'm hoping that people will take advantage of it. And I think I have a $25 gift card to anything in my studio.
Nice. So that starts Saturday and it goes for a week, correct?
It starts in May 2nd and it goes for the week. Yes.
Well, you have a lot going on, and I really appreciate everything you're doing for this community to keep us healthy and well.
Thank you. Thank you. I really, really hope that that people feel good at this time. It's a hard time.
Yes. And take advantage of getting to know you and your programs that you offer while they're home, and get introduced to Pilates, and maybe you're building your clientele. And as you said earlier, more people are exercising than ever, right?
No, it's really, really true. And I have to say that people working at home, I was so afraid that without the equipment, they were going to have a hard time, but I am seeing so much progress in all my clients, and I'm really excited about it. It's amazing.
It's great. Well, thank you so much for being part of Port Jefferson Open today, and good luck and stay healthy. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Great speaking with you.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.